What's up guys, iAmButters, and today we're going to be looking into one of the greatest tales in video game history, with also one of the most polarizing openings I've ever personally experienced. I'm going to do my best to highlight every key point you guys are going to need to know before diving into this highly anticipated sequel to 2013's The Last of Us. I'll try to make this as quick and painless as possible, so with that being said, let's jump into it. The game opens on a cutscene featuring a father, Joel, and his daughter Sarah on the night of Joel's birthday. Sarah presents her father with his gift, a watch to replace his broken one. They exchange jokes, establishing a closeness of their relationship. Sarah awakens sometime later to a phone call from Joel's brother, Tommy, which is also her uncle. He urges Sarah to get her father, and immediately the phone cuts out for unknown reasons. She searches the house for her father and finds him erratic in what appears to be a downstairs home office as she searches, well not she, he searches for his gun. Shortly after finding it, their neighbor breaks through the sliding glass door, forcing Joel to kill the man. As they leave the house, we are met with the first appearance of Tommy. They climb into Tommy's vehicle and attempt to leave the city, which is quickly being overran with what we later learn are referred to as the Infected. As they near the city limits, Tommy is briefly separated from Ellie and Joel. As Ellie and Joel reach the edge of the city, they are stopped at gunpoint by a soldier. The soldier is then ordered to kill them by a higher up. He opens fire after a slight hesitation. Approaching to finish the job, Tommy arrives just in time to take the soldier out before he opens fire again. Thinking they are safe, we are met with a whimper from Sarah, who is revealed to have been shot. She quickly fades away in whimpers of pain as Joel pleads for her to stay. Cut to 20 years later with Joel now in his 40s, where we first meet Tess. After a brief discussion between the two, they decide to go after a man who ripped them off in a gun deal by the name of Robert. After tracking Robert down, Joel and Tess find out their guns were sold to the leader of a group known as the Fireflies. Her name, Marlene. Almost immediately after learning this, we are introduced to her character where she presents a proposition to transport something for her in order for them to get their guns back. Joel and Tess are led by Marlene to the pickup point, only to learn what they are transporting is, in fact, a girl named Ellie. They are reluctant at first but ultimately agree. As the three reach the drop-off location, by that I mean Ellie, Joel, Tess, they learn that Ellie has been infected by a bite wound, which she claims to be 3 weeks old, suggesting she is immune. They reach the drop-off, only to learn that the Fireflies there had been wiped out. Three are attacked shortly after, in which Tess sacrifices herself so Joel and Ellie can get away. Turns out Tess had gotten bit on the way there. After escaping, Joel decides to locate Tommy, who is now a former Firefly, in order to learn where, he might be able to possibly find them later. Well, now, whatever. Joel meets up with Tommy and Tommy's wife at their secure settlement by a hydro dam. Tommy tells Joel he might find the Fireflies at a university, after which Joel contemplates leaving Ellie with Tommy. Ellie then confronts Joel about Sarah, and Joel decides to take her himself. Upon reaching the university, they find out that it has been abandoned and that the Fireflies moved to a hospital in Salt Lake City. While still at the university, they are attacked by bandits, leaving Joel severely injured. This results in Ellie having to take care of Joel after they take shelter in the mountains during the winter. As Joel's condition worsens, Ellie goes out to find food for the two. She encounters two men by the names of David and James. They offer to trade food for medicine, which she accepts, and James runs back to their settlement to get the meds, while Ellie and David stay behind. While waiting, they are ambushed by Infected, in which they eventually fight off. Later, Ellie gets captured while Joel is recovering by David's group. While prisoner, we learn the group has resorted to cannibalism, and David intends to recruit Ellie. She refuses and attempts to escape. During her attempt, she is forced to kill both James and David, while Joel takes care of everyone else. They then continue their mission to Salt Lake City. Upon arriving, they are captured by a Firefly patrol and taken to the hospital, where Ellie gets prepped for surgery in an attempt to find a cure. While Ellie is getting prepped, Marlene reveals that the surgery will in fact kill Ellie due to it requiring the removal of her brain, or her brain stem. I can't necessarily remember. I'm too lazy to look it up. You guys have heard this story a million times. Joel snaps, going on a killing spree throughout the hospital, killing all Fireflies who stand between him and Ellie. He arrives just in time and leaves with her in hand. As they attempt to leave, Joel is confronted by, Marlene. After she threatens to hunt them down, Joel kills her and escapes with Ellie. The game ends with Ellie never learning what truly happened in the hospital due to her being sedated at the time. Well, guys, that's pretty much wraps it up. If I missed anything integral, be sure to leave it in the comments for anybody else who comes and for whatever reason hasn't heard this story in the 7 years it's been out. I'll be doing a playthrough on the channel of Last of Us 2, so if you guys want to check that out, go ahead and hit that subscribe button at the top and the bell notification just so you guys know when it goes live. Take care everyone. Hope everyone enjoyed. See ya.